decided today to go ahead and put the largest juvenile Columbian Tetras in the 120 gallon from my 10-gallon juvenile tank, because I continue to get guppy fry and I want the smallest fry to get plenty of food, particularly brine shrimp newply. And so now the young Columbian Tetra are completely happy in this tank. Probably feel much better having more room. And here come the two male black mollies that came of the two female black mollies that I purchased. All the rest of their offspring appear to be female. I have one left in the bedroom tank that might still develop into a male, but I'm not sure yet. But as you can see, there are many female guppies in this tank. So I haven't come up with any Columbian Tetra fry for several weeks. Apparently the guppies are able to catch the Columbian Tetra eggs as they scatter them, so I'm not getting any eggs or fry out of the substrate from gravel vacuums of this tank. I still save all the water just in case, but no luck yet. So the plan is to trade off some guppies once the males I have are old enough to trade, and then try and remove female guppies to other tanks. I only have 8 tanks going, and keeping female guppies with betta splendens doesn't work out very well. One of my betta, well, he's in a 5-gallon tank, so there's no room for other fish in there anyway, but I tried keeping half a dozen female guppies with the betta fish I have that is friendly towards them, or doesn't seem to mind them. But guppies, being much more nimble, tend to devour all the food, and it becomes problematic to feed the betta splendens. So I like to keep him by himself in my planted 10-gallon tank. Here is the 75-gallon tank in which I keep my male fancy guppies and female black mollies, along with a few other assorted fish. And the male guppies in this tank, a few are too old to trade. Some are still quite young, but obviously male. But the majority should be ready to trade in a few weeks, so I'm hoping to come up with approximately 25 pair to trade to my favorite pet store, and thus free up some space for my fish keeping hobby. It's been my dream to have blue guppies, and I've come up with a few that are. But look at this gold guppy. I think he's very attractive. I'm tempted to put him in the bedroom tank with the blue guppies, but it doesn't really match. I really like the way he has colored up. Nice surprise. Descended from the gold female that I purchased. That's a pretty fish. So lots of male guppies. Soon be trading some off to my favorite pet store. Here is the bedroom tank, and the guppies in this tank are coming up with a nice blue coloration, some sort of a half black or half blue. This male is a bit of an oddball, but I really like his coloration. I hope that he was able to inseminate some females. But the schema that I'm going for is the half black blue. Like my prize male over here. So apparently all the younger males in this tank are his descendants. Some have colored up very nicely. Others are still coloring up, and I'm hoping they don't turn orange. But I'll see what I get. And there are some males in the 75 that may also come up with this schema, so see what happens. One young Molly might possibly be a male, but in all likelihood is a female. So once I'm absolutely sure, I'll put it in the tank with the same gender. I don't want them to breed, as they are so closely related. Probably not as big of an issue with mollies, but they are in the Poecilia family, so I want to avoid inbreeding. But the inhabitants of this tank are very nice. Makes quite a good setup for the bedroom.